One thing that's worth checking when you're using rubber gloves, and we're going to be touching the transparencies with these, is some rubber gloves have a coating on the outside, and we don't want to get that on the transparencies. So, give them a quick wash. So that's it. We should be done. Alright, we'll add the water. Top the top. Put it to one side. Get some cold water flowing through there. And give it a jiggle. And if we're lucky, we may have some transparencies. Now this is sort of the magic bit, because what we've done here is developed our own film. Now this could have been done on some photographs I've taken this afternoon. And that's what Richard Channel does. He goes out, comes back, takes some transparencies, sticks them in a drying cabinet and has them on the internet in the afternoon. A little developing unit, these are baffles used to help wash the chemicals in and out of the water and the developing fluid. So we pop these out and we move everything out of the way. You can see what's going on. We'll move these out of the way. And we're going to take each transparency pull them out and slide them into the formaldehyde stabiliser. Now really this should go straight in there, but I can't resist having a look to see what's happened. I'm not sure you'll be able to see anything with that, but we have some results now. I don't know if you can see here, but we've got a foggy appearance to the transparencies, and I don't worry about that. When I first saw transparencies coming out, I thought, oh no, what's happened? The film hasn't fogged. It's the active layer. It takes a while to cook off, and so we have a foggy side and a pale blue side. And I think, depending on what type of film it is, there'll be different colours in these sides. Don't look at them for too long because they want to be in the stabiliser. Now the stabiliser is not only stabilising, but it also works like photo flow, which means it helps the transparencies dry without getting any streaks. So it's worth making sure they've got a nice coating. What I'll do now is give all the equipment a quick wash. It should be clean, but just in case any formaldehyde got over things, just worth double checking, because we're going to be using this equipment again in a few minutes. I've got to try and get this piece as dry as possible so I can start reloading film. If you get any water on the film, on any area that needs developing, it will stop the developer working and you'll get streaks or drop marks on your film. So make sure this bit's very dry and make sure none of the other bits have got too much water on them that's going to transfer onto the film. Okay, we've now got transparencies have been in here for about 4 minutes. And we're going to take them out one at a time and hang them to dry. Now, in order to prevent getting formaldehyde all over the kitchen, best thing to do is make sure you've got some kitchen roll down. In order to clip transparencies up, I use simple mini bulldog clips. That may seem a bit harsh, but it's a lot better than the clips you get when you take them to dip and dunk developers. Now, you can always check the top and bottom of your transparency to try and find the place with the biggest border. It's normally at the top where the film identification clip is. So fill a bit of a shape to get most of the excess off and hang it up on whatever you want to use. In my case, I don't have a photo dryer, so I'll just use a coat hanger with some little picture hooks, double-sided sticky taped on, using industrial strength double-sided sticky. They won't be coming off. Always best ask your wife's permission for this. You may have noticed something strange about the kitchen, and that's it doesn't have any wife in it. It's normally the best time to do some developing if you are going to do it in the kitchen. Trying to do it whilst your wife's cooking, not a good idea. Might lead to marital disputes, and I'm not going to be held responsible for that. In this case, my wife, Charlotte, has gone away for the evening, so I can talk to the camera like a complete prat without feeling too much like a complete prat, or without the mickey being taken out of me at least. The good news is, I think I may have exposed my film correctly, and they appear to have come out quite well. Now, they take quite a long time to dry. As they dry, this blue fogging that you can see, I don't know if you can see that or not, it's going to darken up, and gradually the fogging will just go black, and they'll look just like the transparencies here. You get back from the developer. Try not to get anything on them during this process, because what's happening is the celluloid is actually expanded and absorbed chemicals, so the transparencies are thicker because they have chemical or water inside them. And what we're doing is it's like a piece of sponge drying out and getting harder. And if you're getting anything on that sponge as it dries out, it'll end up embedded in it or leave marks on the surface. So be careful. I'm going to leave those to dry now, and I'm going to go off and load some more film, and I'll take you along with me and show you how that's done. It's best coming back and checking these transparencies, because although they're hung at an angle, so the drips will only be coming off the bottom, you will get a small amount of build-up around the bottom corner. Now, it's best to try and absorb that. Get another piece of kitchen roll or whatever and just dab off those corners. And by dab off, I mean fold up the kitchen roll and just touch the corner. Let the surface tension of the formaldehyde lift it off. So as you touch it, the formaldehyde just spreads. Now, it'll take a few goes at getting that, but I should have probably 5 minutes or so to be able to show you how to load a film.